Yeah. So the Connect Ray, he pulled up on you with 3 guys. Do you feel like he would have harmed you?
Not really, because I didn't feel no fear in that. It was just, mad, trying to let it be known I want my money. And it's only right. Pay the nigga, man. The fuck. Especially if a nigga co-signed for it. I ain't gonna do you like that. You understand? And he understood that and he paid him.
You think they would have killed Poe eventually?
I'm not gonna I don't know. I don't know. But Raymond and Lulu, that they wasn't like that. They wasn't those type of dudes, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. You feel me? I don't know how a man thinks. You feel me? You ain't just gonna drive past me if you owe me $200,000.
Did you have to beg Alpo to pay him back, or was it just like he just
I called
respected
him
you
on the
so
phone.
much?
I called him on the phone and he paid the man. Another time something like that happened again in the Bronx. These cats, Alpo owed him some money, and I think they snatched up, one of my peoples, and they was about to do him. He called me up, yo, man, these niggas snatched me up, yo. They said, homeboy owe him some money, man. I said, how much? They wasn't even that much, like $60,000 or $70,000 the most. All right, man, where they at? I'm gonna come bring you the money right now. I came, gave him the money, they let him go. But I called Paul, like, yo, you owe some niggas in the Bronx. Oh, yeah. That shit was garbage, man. I ain't paying them niggas. I said, oh, dog, I paid them, man. I need my money, bro. Then he came and gave me my money. You understand? So, yeah. But that's when I was telling Rich, like, in many ways, man, you gotta fall back from dude, man. That dude ain't right, man.
Yeah. And I mean, so he didn't like paying people their money. He always made excuses.
It seems that way. It seems that way, but I didn't understand why you would give work for me, but you paid me all the time, and you would listen to, everything I tell him.
So you pull up, you give the guy 60,000, and they let the dude go.
Yes, sir. Yep.
G shit, man.
Somebody came downstairs. I gave him the money. He went back. He came back downstairs, got in the car, showed me a bullet. They said, yo, man, this was mine, man, if you ain't come with that money, man. I said, all right. True story.
So when you told Alpo that, hey, I just paid your $60,000 debt, I need my money. No problem. He paid you.
Came back. He came to the block within 2 hours and handed me my money. Nah, that shit was garbage, man. I was gonna pay them niggas. You shouldn't have gave them shit, man. I said they gonna kill Stan, man. A word. True story. Fact.
Damn. Was it any other times where he owed people money, or those were the only times you remember?
To my knowledge, that's about it. I remember another time where Rich, I think it was a drought. Nobody had no coke. I'm out the game then. Rich and him balling hard. And I think Rich gave him like about 200 or 300 to go buy from someone that he said he knew had it. Some Spanish guys or whatever. And they supposed to left him in the living room and they went out the window with the money. And he came back and told Rich that, yo, nigga stole that bread. I don't know if it happened, but this is what he told Rich. And this was around the time when the kidnapping that happened with his little brother. True story.
And so Poe jumped out the window ran out the window.
No, he went to buy something from these Dominicans. They came and showed him one key. It was good. Okay, let's count the money. Count the money. They said, okay, we're going to go in the room. We're going to bring out the rest. They go in the room and never come back out. They went out the window on him. And you got to come back and tell Rich this, yo, they stole that bread. Rich didn't believe it, but, Rich was going through a lot of shit around that time. The police had pulled him over, and he had like 80,000 in the car. They took the car because the car wasn't in his name. They took the car and the money and told him, whoever money this is, they could come get it, but they got to prove where they got it from. Back then, you got to understand, we was around the Dirty 30 precinct. These cops was crooked. If you look up the Dirty 30, these dudes was worse than stick-up kids. They was going around robbing niggas. And if they know you got money, they on you. You understand? So all that was against us just as well.
It's just amazing how a guy like that never did anything to you, man. It's like you're protected or something.
I felt that way. I really felt it was a divine protection over me, especially when I got shot in the head at point blank range. You feel me? Twice. The guy put the steel on my forehead and pulled the trigger. I felt I was dead. My spirit leaves my body, and when I come back, they shot me 9 times, bro. And for me to get up and walk from that, to be able to talk this interview to you and be able to write Paid in Full, a movie, a hood classic, that's God, man. That can't be nothing else but God. That's how I see it. You understand? That's the only reason why I'm breathing.
You and Alpo never had any disagreements at all, never got physical, no cursing, no verbal altercations, nothing?
Never. The day that happened to Rich, we was playing ball that night, and we finished playing ball, and we came back to the block. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I tell people, Rich didn't hang out. Rich used to be in at 9 o'clock. So that night he pull up, he got a guy with him. I don't know the guy. The guy's from DC, which I think they know. They say his name is Big Head Gary now or whatever.
Yeah.
He had him with him, and they got out the car. And he was like, yo, what's up, hey? You seen Rich? I said, man, Rich don't be out this late, man. He's like, word, word, word. And he had scratches on his face. Deep scratches. I said, what happened to your face? Oh, my girl out of DC, we had a little fight. I'm like, word. So a guy ride past in a car. He said, oh, shit, that's that nigga Travis. He jumped in his car, be back. Him and the guy jumped back in the car, and he went chasing the dude, Travis. So it was late. Everybody leaving. This girl pull up. What's up? Where you going? I said, what you doing? I said, you ride with me, man. And then we got in the car and we left. My other man, Sherman, he went his way, I went my way. But Sherman, he knew I had to go to the crib and pick up something, He pulled up in front of the crib on Lennox, and he seen me. He was like, yo, come here. But Alpo pulled up on the other side of the street. Like, hey, come here for a minute. But Sherman was like, yo, hold on, Po. Let me say something to him. And he was like, yo, don't go over there, man. I seen that nigga laying in the cut. Something ain't right with that nigga. So I didn't go over there immediately. I said, I'll be right back down. I went upstairs, and I came back down. But I got the gun on me now just in case. I don't know what's going on. But I came back downstairs. He wasn't there. You feel me? So then I go, me and the girl, we ride. She's like, take me to get something to eat before I go in. I think she went to White Castle or something like that. And that's when my beeper went off. It was my mom's telling me that they found Rich's brother. I'm thinking it was Donnell at the time because the little boy is kidnapped. But it was Rich that they found. And my mind said, oh, shit, that nigga killed Rich. You know what I mean? I felt it. Like Rich might have scratched his face and they was fighting. You know how you see the spirit right there for a second and it's like, oh. And I always thought that. And that night, he must have been coming to murder me because he know how I think. This nigga seen them scratches. I gotta get rid of this nigga. You understand? That's how I felt. So he wound up getting locked up later on, whatever. But then when he came home, I heard he back home, and I wanted to talk to him. So we agreed to meet at a restaurant, and we talked. My whole thing was to ask him, that night you did that to Rich, man, being honest, man, tell me the truth. Was you coming to kill me, bro? Nah, hey, man, you my man. You put me on, man. That answer wasn't sincere to me, man. You know how you could see it? Damn, this nigga, you know what I mean? For real. And it was, I ain't say nothing. We talked. He told me the reason why, blah, blah, blah. Trying to explain to me, like, he ain't have to do it like that. He did it twice to me. That was $400,000. You think I'm a sucker? I said, you still didn't have to kill him. I said, he would have gave you more work. He'd have gave you 50 more bricks again. Just take the work. Why take his life? Nah, man, that was bad. So that was his excuse for that. Then later on, maybe a year after that, this girl get in contact with me and say this lawyer had a situation for us to do 60 minutes or some shit like that for $500,000. And we agreed to do it, but I was looking over the contracts, and that Sunday, the following day I was going to sign the contracts. I think that Sunday, which was Halloween, he got murdered. I was going to sign the contracts the next day. Facts. That was mind blowing within itself. You know what I mean?
God telling you to stay away from him.
But something happened.
He didn't want you to deal with him.
Something happened to me when I was 9 years old on Halloween. I ain't gonna get into that.
No. Go ahead, man. That's one of my favorite.
The reason why I can't right now, because I got a situation. We're working on a film right now, a spiritual film, is mob style, paid in full redemption, and all that's up in there. And on contract, I gotta keep that hush because that's very, very powerful for what we're trying to do. But you can definitely promote the new film coming soon. Got a book coming out, another book. Divine Conversation is all in the book. Spiritual side of this, real strong book. And I'm working on another album with my man Corleone called My Point of View. That's another strong piece. Those three things that I'm working on. And after that, I think I'm done with the industry, because the industry, that shit ain't the industry no more, bro. That shit is other shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I learned that with paid in full. Even dealing with that, I ain't really want no parts to these folks. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like for the last 30, 40 years, no disrespect, it just seemed like a whole bunch of artificial orchestrated influence, and it's creating a whole new child out here that's not real, man. If that makes sense to you, man.
Did Alpo ever tell you that he was planning to kill people, or things that he did, or deep dark secrets?
Nah, but after you hear his interviews, like what he did out in DC and with Wayne Perry and these guys, I'm like, wow, man. This nigga was a serial killer, man. You know what I mean? It just seemed like, how did it go from getting money and having fun, flossing, having fun parties, to murder? For what, man? For what? Who give you the authority to take somebody's life, man? I would never understand that, man. You feel me? I would never take a person's life for money or drugs. It don't make sense to me. Even if you rob somebody, take all their shit, and then you go flossing like it's your shit, taking care of your family from their shit, your kids looking good from their shit. I can't respect that, man. I can't respect it. You ain't earned it, man. If you didn't help me earn it, how could you help me spend it, man? You understand? I never could understand that, man. I don't respect niggas. I don't respect a lot of niggas come up because I know how they get down. If you understand what I'm saying. Even in the industry, you see niggas, you see that shit, man.
Yeah.
Stealing this nigga. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Kids looking all happy and joyful. When you know this nigga kids deserve that, man. But he in the graveyard. It's like, y'all, we take all the bullets and shit. Y'all snatch the purse, man. It shouldn't go like that, man.
Alpo, he was really vocal about wanting to kill Mike Tyson too. I guess Dementio and Mike Tyson were cool.
According to my knowledge, I hear that now, but I didn't know that then. A lot of things I hear now, I didn't know that.
Did you personally know Mike Tyson back then?
I never met him. Like I met him, but I didn't know him. I met him through a Spanish guy named Jesus. Him and Jesus was tight, and they used to come on the block sometime and gamble, shoot dice.
Wow.
Tyson I think he had the Lamborghini truck. Yeah. Yeah, I met him.
And Okay, because I think okay, so one day I guess he seen Dementio. Well, he thought it was him, and and basically he was saying if Mike Tyson was in that car too, he would have got rid of both of them.
I don't know, man. I can't. I'm not going to speak on that. That's what he said. That's what he said. But the Demencio situation, I heard about it, and
Over a woman, I think.
yeah, supposed to have been Alpo girl. Demencio supposed to have said something about her, and he felt it was disrespect, and he had that done to homie. But I know one time, twice, the Spanish guy Jesus, we playing ball because he from Brooklyn, and he knew all the Brooklyn cats, Demencio and all that. We playing ball. This is after that happened to Demencio. We playing ball late night, and these Brooklyn dudes just came to the park in Harlem, like surrounded the park and shit. And then Jesus was like, hold on, man. What's this about? He went over and spoke to the niggas, and they like, yo, man, your man, that nigga Poe killed our man, and that's his man. They see we coming to do what we gotta do. And Jesus like, nah, man, nah, y'all can't do that. And they left. You understand? So kind of Jesus saved my life in that moment. And there was another time when we was doing the music, the mob style shit. We was on stage. I think it was this cat party. I think his name was Coley from Queens. We was on stage performing, and another cat came and hollered at me like, yo, hey, pulled me backstage and like, yo, niggas out front. And your car parked out front. Give me the keys to your car. Take my car. I'm going to pull it around the back. Y'all get the fuck up out of here. Because that was over the Demencio situation too. You understand? So by him not even telling us, we don't even know. But just by being affiliated, you hear the name Azie Alpo Rich. You know what I mean? Shit you doing could come back at me, and I don't have a clue of what's going on.
Yeah. So it seems like Alpo liked to mess with people's women, but he didn't like when people messed with his women.
I guess, I guess, man. I don't know what that was about. According to what I'm hearing, like Demencio used to fuck with her in Brooklyn, and he saw like, bitch, you know what I mean? That nigga Paul, was it, you know what I mean? Like your girl used to fuck with, bitch, come on, man. I had that, and Poe took that as disrespect. Or she maybe, how women are, she might have said that to make Poe, feel a way to do that, the homie, do something to him. You know how women are when you used to mess with a nigga, they always try to do something to get back at you. Mm. They might use a nigga to do that.
Deep down inside, I want to ask you this too. Do you feel like Alpo's still alive through all the conspiracies and?
Let me. I know for sure he's dead. And I'll show your partner off stream after the interview the evidence. But I can't show the world yet. Powerful. Mm. Would I have a nigga offer me $300 for it already? No, I can't do that. $300 cash. Because he know what that would do to the internet. Facts. Mm. But I'll give her a sneak preview of, make sure she ain't got on no Google glasses or, anything that can steal it.
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
So, for sure?
Yes.
Okay. Because, I always hear have you heard, like, the conspiracies or, like, the uncertainty and things like that?
It's a lot of things that I know now that's going to be in this film, and the world going to be like, wow, get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. It's unbelievable, bro. Everybody ain't who they thought they was, man. We'll put it like this. There's a lot of cats still to this day. They got badges, man. They playing, the movie Deep Cover. You ever saw that movie?
Yeah.
Starring Lawrence Fishburne. There's a lot of Lawrence Fishburnes out here, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. And I call them type of dudes hamsters trying to call other people rats. How the fuck a rat gonna be called a rat by a hamster. You in the house with them folks.
Mm-hmm.
You they pet. Their kids can play with you. But you the same breed. A rat is nothing but a hamster. You know, you understand what I mean, fam?
Yeah.
They hired to do what they do, bro. Pretend like they in the game. Knowing everybody's been in. So when it's time to take them down, then they label you a rat. Nigga's a rat. But you the fucking one. So nigga gotta pull his antennas out and look past the mask, man. Fuck this nigga know so much, man. Huh?
I was gonna ask you that too.